It was a cold October night in 1995 when Mark, a truck driver, was traveling along a lonely highway in rural Pennsylvania. The road stretched for miles with no sign of life except for the dense forest lining both sides. Mark had been driving for hours and was struggling to keep his eyes open when he saw something up ahead. A woman standing on the side of the road, waving her hand for a ride. She was wearing a white dress, old-fashioned like something from the 1950s, and her hair was long and dark. Her face was pale, almost ghostly under the moonlight. Feeling uneasy but unwilling to leave her stranded, Mark pulled over. She climbed into the passenger seat and spoke softly. "Thank you for stopping. I need to get home." "Where do you live?" Mark asked, glancing at her from the corner of his eye. She gave him an address a few miles down the road. Mark tried to start a conversation, but she barely responded, her eyes fixed ahead. The air in the truck felt colder than before. As they neared the address she had given, Mark turned to tell her they were almost there, only to find the seat empty. The woman was gone. The door had never opened, and there was no way she could have jumped out. Shaken, Mark pulled up to the house and knocked on the door. An elderly man answered, his face weary. "I just picked up a woman on the highway. She told me this was her home," Mark explained. The old man's face turned pale. "That was my daughter," he whispered. "She died in a car accident on that road 30 years ago." Mark stumbled back to his truck, his heart pounding. He didn't know what he had encountered that night, but he knew he would never forget it.